We're live. Okay. No one's
I'm
here.
telling you, it's that program.
Yeah. Okay. So, I tell everybody to, all right, maybe we can get some. There we go. We've got somebody in here now. Susie. All right. This is going to work so much better.
This is what happens when we try to get fancy.
I know. Tried to get fancy and it, are you sure one in? Yes. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, folks. Uh-oh. Everybody left again.
Everybody left again?
People are tired of our shenanigans.
Yes, they are. Let me get on this one, too, so we can see.
All right. Karen Cantrell. Welcome. New subscriber. Yes. Fantastic. Good to see the people coming in from the other chat. I hate that we tried to get fancy on our old chat or on the other chat room. We were trying to do OBS, which is just a program to allow you to put some pictures in during our live chat and do some other stuff. And sorry about that. We were trying something new. I don't know how regular we're going to be with these lives, so we thought we'd up our game a little bit and try to get fancy.
We look so stupid.
So anyway, here we are. Welcome. Are you?
Oh my goodness. Okay.
All right. Traveling with Stivers, coming from deep south. Yes. How was that, everybody? Who all went to that?
We watched a little bit of it.
Yeah, we did.
Homestead last night.
Two Family and Deep South, both those live streams, and looked like everybody was having a good time. What kind of turnout? How many people ended up showing?
Karen says it was great. I found you.
Here we are, Little Rockin' Ranch.
Yeah, we had to redo it.
Wow.
Wow, 200.
Wow. I didn't realize that many people showed up. That's pretty cool. And I know quite a few people drove quite a ways. Stivers, I know y'all are in Kentucky. I know Two Families in Ohio.
Mm-hmm. Roots and Refuge were there, and they're from Arkansas. They're just north of us. VW Family Farm was there. They're just north of us. Oh, girls, your Nana's here.
Nana!
A lot of new faces for us. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's right. The Pratts were there.
Oh, I forgot about the Pratts.
Yeah, they were from Michigan. That was a long. Yeah, they surprised. They kept their thing a secret until they showed up, which was pretty cool. I would have loved to have met
everybody.
Yeah, that would have been really cool. I'm still driving home. Just went through Nashville. Nice. How long of a drive was that for y'all, Stivers, and I guess Karen as well?
The delay is driving 10 hours.
Wow. Yeah. We how long was our drive? Like 8 or 9 hours to the Mother of Moose thing.
We ended up getting there in like 7 because you were driving.
I might have been driving a little quick. But anyway, so we are here. Let's talk about a couple of things. Sure wish I could have gone. You and or us and you too, Susie. I feel your pain. Did we just lag out? What's going on there?
I think so. I don't know. It'll be okay.
I think everything's okay.
I think they can hear us. They just probably can't. Not be able to see us.
So we've got some Larry Johnson from Two Creeks Outdoors. You good here? Okay, cool. Thank you very much, Larry. So we've had a couple of things going on around here. We just put out a video of all the planting that we've done. Did a whole lot of planting, even more than what we showed. And our kombucha is finally ready to
add the juice.
Add the juice. It is ready. We did a taste test of it yesterday, and we are thawing out
blackberry and plum juice.
Yeah, blackberry and plum juice that we juiced and have had in the freezer. So we're thawing those out so we can flavor them. Really excited about that. And what else?
The sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut, yes. We finally got to try the sauerkraut, our first batch of sauerkraut. And if you don't cook it, I didn't like it. It was a little too salty. But the kids hated it.
Tegan thought it was okay. She didn't really like it. Nobody liked it fresh out of the jar except me. And I liked it just fine. Mike liked it after I cut up some the little wiener things and I put those in there and cooked them. Mike liked it then, and Tegan ate it then. But Keelan, she didn't like it at all. But she's the one that told me a couple weeks ago she was allergic to cabbage. She said, "I swear, my whole throat swelled up and I couldn't breathe." And she's not allergic to cabbage at all. She just didn't want to eat the cabbage.
Right.
So there's that.
She's 17.
Exactly. But and also,
thank you, Karen, for your sub.
Yes.
And Susie, let us know how it turns out because this was our first batch as well.
All right. I like it.
Yeah, and I think we're going to. Oh, we meant to do that today too. We were going to try. Speaking of the Pratts, they just pickled asparagus, fermented asparagus, and I want to try that as well. But
we didn't.
Well,
there's still time.
Yeah,
we got time. We can do it tonight or something. But also, we cut a lot of boards this morning to try to get our chicken coop finished. We went out yesterday and checked on all of our goats, and our girls are getting really close. We think the earliest we can have kids would be the end of March, right at the 21st, 22nd of March. But we've gone out there and they're starting to bag up. They're, got a little pooch on the back end going. And you can see the babies like physically moving inside their bellies.
Yep. So we're
and their
close.
Ligaments are still tight. You can still feel them, but I don't think they're going to hold out much longer. So we have to finish our chicken coop because as soon as we get that chicken coop done, we have to get our goats ready because we're fixing to have some babies. We've got 3 does that are about to kid. 2 Sonnens, and then we have Mary is a Nubian La Mancha mix on asparagus.
Yes, Susie, that was my problem too, is that I thought it was too salty. That was our first batch, and I thought it was too salty as well. But
yeah, she said that Haywire Homestead just did a video on their asparagus after the Pratts put out their video. The Pratts are really into that fermenting.
Yes, they are, and we're trying to. We're not heavy into it. We're just now dabbling in it, but it's something we definitely want to keep trying. But anyway, do we want to introduce the girls and see what kind of questions everyone may have for them? Is Keelan around?
She's right there.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I think it's supposed to be salty. To me, it had the salt as soon as I put it in my mouth, but then after the salt it toned down, and then wham, I was hit with the actual sauerkraut flavor. And so everybody else thought it was too salty, but what we did, and we read it on the internet, that if you find out that it's a little bit too salty for your liking after it's fermented, you can just kind of rinse it off and then eat it. So, and I did rinse it off a little bit for him, and it was a little bit better, but I think maybe the twang was too much for him.
Yeah. So,
they're ready. Look, they're over here. Our girls, they're our chicken and goat experts. Me and Mike, we mostly just do what they ask us to do. Like, oh, Mama, you need to come and trim her beak. Oh, Mama, you need to come do this. And Mama, you need to come to do that. And
Right.
anyway, so there's a whole bunch of Mama do this, Mama do that. But they go out there and figure out what it is we need to do. So they can talk to you about chickens. They can talk to you about goats. Keelan, the oldest one, she is really into showing chickens. So if you have a question regarding showing, she's gonna be your girl. And here comes Keelan right now.
She's been chicken addicted since she was 9 years old, and she is 17 now, or almost 18, and she is the
guru
of
our show chickens and everything. And then now we've got Miss Tegan. She's just now getting into the whole chicken thing, so we're fixing to get her some chickens to start with. So here is Miss Tegan, and y'all can talk to them until your heart's content.
Feel free to ask them questions that just whatever.
All right, Keelan, you can start just talking about your chickens.
Okay.
What you got and all that.
Okay, so this is the American Standard of Perfection. It's basically a book about chickens, on what their show qualities should be, what kind of disqualifications they have, and so on.
She said, what kind of chickens do you have?
We have Brahmas, Jersey Giants, Andalusians, one Scissorbeak Polish, and fixing to get Sultans.
And then,
Yeah, that's all we have right now.
Yeah,
that's what we're going to keep.
They can't hear you. You gotta speak up.
The Sultans are going to be my specialty. The Andalusians will be my dad's, and the Jerseys will be my mom's, and the light Brahmas will be my sister's.
They just do eggs there, no meat chickens. You can.
No,
What
we
do you
don't
get your
do meat chickens. We do quail that will be meat and egg laying.
What do you do to get your chickens into a show chicken, or do you just hope a perfect chicken is hatched? Good question.
Very good
Very,
question.
very good question.
That's La Rockin' Ranch.
Well, what I do with my Brahmas, I've been breeding them for a while now. I find females that are darker and such, and I will breed them to one of my lighter roosters so I can get a light Brahma that is actually show quality, and then I just pick and choose on what bird I decide to keep. For showing, with my rooster Stark, I basically hold him all the time to get him ready to show, so he's calm and doesn't try to fly away when I'm talking about him and stuff.
How
do you breed for characteristics?
Okay, so that's where the book comes in. You'll read all of your birds that can be shown are in this book. And so what we do is we find the chickens that we have. We read all of their qualifications as well as their disqualifications, and then we breed accordingly. So, and in any time you are breeding your chickens, your hens make the roosters. So what we'll do is we'll take an imperfect rooster and breed him back to the hens that have the qualities that he doesn't have. That's what she was trying to say.
Like a saddle on a Brahma.
Yeah.
So explain that.
The saddle on a Brahma?
Well, I mean, explain. If you need a saddle on, you don't have one. How do you get that?
Oh, okay. So, for example, with a light Brahma, if you want a black saddle for the show quality males, you will want a female that has a darker saddle and breed her to your male that has a not a black saddle. And it should take 4 generations?
Yes.
4 generations to get your saddle that you want, but you have to keep breeding your dark females to each type of saddle on your males that you keep getting.
So what you're saying is, what you're explaining to them is, it can take up to 4 generations to breed out disqualifications.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what she's trying to say.
That's what she said.
Susie Bosch.
Yes.
We've had Americanas before, and Leghorns before.
We've had all of those before.
We've had all of those. And that was before we knew what chickens we really wanted and what we wanted to show and stuff. Like what breeds we wanted. We were just experimenting with chickens and just having chickens to have chickens. But now it's there. We are getting our chicken coop ready and having our breeds there. Yeah, it was a very long time. I don't know how to say your name.
LaRockin Ranch.
LaRockin Ranch. It was
GDP in the house. Chicken chat. Ratliff Tiny Acre Homestead. Hello. I'm over here. I'm off camera. This is their show right now. Garden City Homestead. Hi. I missed you coming in. So what else? So talk to them about. I think your mom is getting stark right now.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna bring the chicken into the kitchen.
He's huge.
Yeah, we tried to get fancy earlier with with another program, and it didn't work. We had some pictures lined out for y'all to show you size difference in some of the chickens and the chicken breeds, so that they had something to go off of. But anyway, for those of you that are interested in breeding for show quality standards, go ahead and explain once again to those that showed up that this is I guess you would say the chicken Bible. It's the APA's
American Standard of Perfection. It's a book completely about disqualifications and qualifications for your birds. So it has basically everything you want, what kind of variety of birds you have, different sizes, how much they should weigh, and other things that could disqualify them, or what they should look like. For example, with our Andalusians. So our Andalusians should look like that. And that's this right here, the earlobe should be blue. And it's a very hard thing to get, but we're fortunate enough to have one. But this book, you can use it to learn a lot.
Here he is. He's big, man.
Me and him like to have a throwdown.
You sound tired.
Well, I had to chase him.
He's a big old chicken. This is her
Showmanship.
this is the one she uses for showmanship.
Yeah, this is Stark. He is almost 3 years old, and I have trained him for showmanship, so he's kind of wild right now. But I've gotten him to where I can mess with him however I want. I could hold him upside down over my shoulder, and he doesn't move, and he'll allow me to do that. But with him, he isn't exactly show quality because his saddle here, it's not black like his neck. And we're trying to breed the saddle so we can have black saddles, and we're using him to get that because he has a good little beetle brow, his comb's good, his feet are fine.
Green Dream Project said he's a beauty.
He is a beauty. He's not the right size either. He's not as big as he should be. But
Jeffrey.
it's fun.
Hayward Homestead says, I have a great white Brahma rooster named Goliath.
Goliath, that's awesome.
They can get pretty big.
His son his son's almost bigger than him, and he's like 6 months old. He's huge.
Take him back.
Let me take him back. Don't be kissing. I didn't kiss him. Oh my gosh. Okay. Don't be punk.
He's big.
Bye, Stark.
Ugh.
Yes, Ratliff, they do enjoy the chickens. Like I said, they've been doing this for a while, or she has especially. She started 8-9 years ago, and has had an obsession over chickens for a long time. And as a matter of fact, she has a jar of feathers. Up to you. She tries to save a feather from every chicken she's had, especially the roosters. But what do you got for him, Tegan?
I don't know. Like, I can't think of anything on the spot. See, there's her feathers.
This is my chicken jar. It's a jar full of feathers from my passed away chickens. So the rooster feathers are kind of the ornaments, while these 3 right here, these are for my hens. These 2 came from a little Brahma named Pepper, and this one came from my first chicken, Spice. And it's kind of just there to remind me of how awesome they were.
Garden City Homestead said, cool idea.
Yep.
I don't have any. I have one, and it's in a vase. It was from Chuck.
Chuck. Chuck was awesome.
And then I had Shadow's feather, but I don't know what happened to it. Weak feather.
So, what else you got for him?
How to speak chicken. It really helps. Did you know that if you have a nice connection with your chickens, they will name you like you've named them, and then they will say your name every time you see them. It's really cool.
You're shaking. I can feel like Terry shaking.
But this is like a very interesting book on basically how they interact with each other, what their communications is, what each call is. It is really cool, and I've been talking to them.
Hey, our homestead say we saved tail feathers from our late silver duckling phoenix.
Oh, phoenixes are awesome.
Peg leg. No?
I was going to get phoenixes instead of sultans at first, but then Chicken Whisperer over here told me phoenixes can get mean. I didn't know if it was for sure, but I did not want to take any chances because I'm still scared to death of roosters ever since our first rooster.
Yeah, Poop.
Yep.
Josh from the City State is here.
Hey. We had a cinnamon queen rooster at one point, and he was the meanest rooster ever. He was evil. Every time you turn your back, he'd attack you.
Yeah.
So you had to carry a baseball bat around with you.
You can't tell everybody nobody beat him with a bat.
Remember the one time he just wallowed in the ground the time you hit him?
I thought I killed him, but I didn't. I just knocked him out.
But it hit my mom like 9 times in the back of the leg. She was walking and he ran up behind her and got the back of her leg 9 times all the way down.
Yeah.
It was bad.
That was his last day.
Okay, it says, so what's the average life of your big boy breed? The Brahmas? They're about 8 years.
Yeah, about 8 years.
Under the right circumstances.
Yeah, under the right circumstances, they can live up to 24 years if you allow them.
Good Lord, I don't think
Yes,
that's right.
That is true because I looked it up on Spice. Because if you take care of them the right way, they can live up to 24 years. That's what I was hoping for with Spice, my production red hen that I got a long time ago, but she lived up to 6. Average, if they are not under like perfect condition, is about 6 to 8 years. 8.
Okay, it says, have you ever had silver gray Dorking chickens?
No.
Hey, Garden City said they just got 3 chickens in December Well, good luck to you guys on y'all's chickens. Hope y'all do well with them.
And no, we've never had
48.
silver gray Dorkings.
I don't know what they look like.
Oh, she's okay.
She's looking them up.
All right. Do you have any info on the Easter egger genes? I just found out I have one. So will her eggs be Easter eggers automatically, or is it a random thing? Actually, I'll answer that. Your Easter eggers and your olive eggers are typically a crossbreed with your Americanas. A true Americana is typically going to lay blue eggs, but then they breed them to where they are then Easter eggers, olive eggers. And yes, if that's what they are, if they're an Easter egger or an olive egger, it will always lay the tinted eggs. So it's always going to have the green tinted eggs, or really, if it's an olive egger, it'll go up to all the way up to the dark green. And then your pure Americanas are the ones that lay the blue eggs. Okay.
There it is. Okay.
Haywire Homestead says that phoenixes are more flighty. They need a lot of handling to be tamed. Our rooster was sweet, so that may end up being like your Andalusians.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, because supposedly Andalusians were supposed to be like aggressive and stuff, but every day we went out there and we messed with them, and as soon as you open their door to their pen, they just flock right to you, and they have escaped very many times, and normally I can walk up to chickens and they just run away, but the Andalusians that I walked up to them and they just came straight to me.
They're like puppy dogs.
What? The city stead says, "Oh man, I tune in. There's talk of carrying around bats to beat off rogue roosters. I need some glasses and Thug Life on the screen."
Remember when I got hit? There was like so many feathers flying around because you hit him so hard. I turned around.
I waited until
and
he attacked you too.
There was feathers everywhere.
Y'all's Nana's here.
Nana, where?
Green Dream's leaving.
All right, bye, Green Dream.
Bye.
Yeah, there's Nana right there.
I don't see her.
And then hey, she's Barbara Harris.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, I
Mom with
see
that
her.
picture.
Susie has a 7-year-old rooster
Awesome.
that doesn't show any signs of slowing down. And then the Haywire Homestead has 2 egg customers who will not buy the tinted eggs. They will buy brown and white, but not blue or green. That's crazy because around here, everybody wants the blue ones.
Yeah, the blue ones are like super cool and everybody wants them and stuff, even though they're a weird color, but they're still healthy for you. It's not like they're dyed a different color or anything. It's just pigment.
Okay, what else you girls got?
I got nothing.
Y'all want to talk about y'all's goats real quick?
Southeast Mississippi.
Hey.
We got
Mimsy's Garden.
Mimsy's Garden. What do y'all like best about having chickens?
Chicken.
I love how giant and sweet they are. I love talking to them and them talking back to me. I love petting them. And I also like taking care of them because it's like stress-free environment.
You should see her try, like, it's just, she's like so mad at me, and then she'll go out to her chicken and be like, and then she'll come back later like, "Hey, what's up?" I'm like, okay.
Chickens are the best drug ever. They are.
That's how you keep your kids out of the streets. Buy them chickens. They can't afford drugs after that. All right.
My chicken.
East Tennessee. All right. Goats then?
Y'all want to talk about goats?
Well, right now we have Sawnins, and we have 3 Sawnins and two mix, which is between a La Mancha and a Nubian, and they're like our sweetest goats out there.
Pandora's sweet.
No, she's not.
What are we saying here?
Our girl mix is there's going to be 3 different breeds in her babies. There's going to be a Saanen, there's going to be a La Mancha, and a Nubian. Since our male mixed breed, he is a leather.
He's just a companion animal for our buck when we separate them from the females.
Yeah, he's probably the sweetest goat out there. Both the mixes are very, very sweet.
Mm-hmm.
What are they saying?
Somebody's leaving. Haywire Homestead says animals are great therapy. I can see mine through our dining room window. I call it chicken TV.
Yeah.
You can see ours through that kitchen window.
And Garden City Homestead, they're leaving. They gotta go.
Bye. Thank you for coming by.
Yeah. Hope you had fun.
Yeah, fun.
So when are our baby goats due?
I don't know.
We honestly do not know. I suggested next week around spring break.
Stop with this.
Because I suggested that they got pregnant in October, especially Mary the mix, during show season, which was October. So I counted about 5 months, and I ended up around like spring break. So I think Mary will be the first to go, and then
Elena should be next, and I think Elena, her goat, is gonna have twins, while mine is gonna have only one baby because she's so small.
So how many babies does that give us for coming up?
4.
Y'all think we're getting 4?
Yeah,
I think we're gonna get 5.
Mama thinks we're gonna get 6.
Nah, I don't think Pandora's got twins with her.
I do. Nana says she's live from Heathen Hill Dog Farm.
Y'all, she has 15 dogs. Okay, that's
they're all sweet too.
All right, and La Rockin' Ranch says that they have chairs in their chicken coop, and they sit with their chickens and feed them mealworms out of her hands.
That's pretty cool.
I have a chair next to the Andalusian pen, and I'll sit there for about an hour talking to them and my scissor beak, and we just have nice little conversations as they try to escape.
And then Ratliff Tiny Acre Homesteads, they say, where y'all live? I'm in East Tennessee.
Oh, wow.
Where you live?
Redfield, Arkansas.
Central Arkansas is just south of Little Rock. Nobody knows where Redfield is.
Nobody knows. Not even people in Arkansas.
Well, yeah, I asked all my friends in Sheridan. They're like, where is that? They don't even know where Whitehall is.
And then Susie says she's in Southwest Texas.
Southwest Texas.
Wow.
Texas. That's
nice.
So
what else y'all got? Y'all ready for us? Y'all ready to leave?
No, I don't know.
I got nothing else to say.
Oh, La Rockin' Ranch. They're in Branch, Arkansas.
I don't know
cool.
where that is.
I have no idea where it is either.
Y'all don't even know where Redfield is.
Hey.
I know where Redfield is. It's south of Little Rock. I don't think I have any more. I mean, I probably do, but I can't think of it on the spot because I'm in
by Fort Smith.
Oh, they're by
Fort Smith.
I
know where that is.
Gigi.
Yep.
Next to my grandmother.
Oh, they got 28 eggs today, Keelan.
Oh, they're beating you.
I'm slowly but steadily getting more babies laying. Slowly.
Well, we get about 8 now.
Wow.
7.
So we get 7 eggs a day, and we've got what? Probably about 10 that aren't laying yet.
Yeah.
More than that.
It's more than that. We have, I think, 40 chickens. It's either 30 to 40 chickens. I'm pretty sure it's 40.
Third coast.
Oh, howdy from the third coast. I'm buying land in Hardy. That's north of us.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what third coast.
That's quite a bit north. That's close to Missouri, isn't it? I think.
I think it's northeast of here.
24 dogs. That is awesome.
Wow, you're better than my Nana. My Nanas are all rescue dogs from the side of the road.
Yeah.
That's how she gets hers. She can't resist not
I couldn't
seeing.
resist either. I'd have 50 dogs. And 36 laying hens. I wish I had that many.
We have more roosters probably than we have hens.
We got like
'Cause we got
15 roosters, maybe.
we got Shaq, we got Stark.
We got Peter. We got the blind boy. We got all the other ones in that pen.
And then we got
the
Andrew.
Andalusian.
There's probably more roosters than there are hens. So I'm kind of not that surprised with 8
She's counting.
with 8 hens laying.
11. We have 11 roosters.
And most of ours are babies. They're not even old enough to lay.
Yeah.
Should we talk about our quail?
No.
Hardy is north central, just miles from Missouri.
Third coast is Houston.
Yeah.
Ooh. Chicken sitting on 10 eggs.
Wow, broody hen.
Wow.
We haven't had a brooding hen in years.
Yeah, that's your best incubator. We wouldn't have had to go buy an incubator. We could get some broody hens.
Isn't that Bill from Stony Creek?
Stony Creek, yeah.
Who got
I don't know
that
that he's in here.
Treat
He's not.
roundworms, wheezing, and coughing.
There you go.
How do you?
I don't know how to treat roundworms, but I.
Wazine.
Wazine.
I'll go get it.
Wazine.
It's a wormer for chicken.
Oh, that wormer that we got?
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't know that's what it was.
We've never had to deal with wormy chickens before. I guess we've gotten really lucky with that.
You know, probably the worst thing I have ever encountered is sauerkraut.
What?
Like the sour, it's called sour. Where
The
they
sauerkraut?
sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut.
Okay.
Sauerkraut.
Okay. But the only reason I say that is because we were at the district fair showing chickens, and we had one of our chickens with sauerkraut, and it was so nasty. I was over here like, woo!
Oh, is that the stuff we used on
That's
Stark?
for roundworm. That's for the worms. That's what we use for worms.
Wazine.
And I think there's a 2-week egg withdrawal on that.
Yeah, don't eat those eggs. Oh, that's what we used on Stark.
Right. And then we use the Thailand 200 whenever they have a cold. Sometimes, though, if they are just, if it's not a bad sneeze or a cough, a lot of times you can just bring them inside and get them warm. But if you feel like they're starting to get an upper respiratory infection, you can do the
Thailand.
We got the 200 because they didn't have the 50 at the store. So what this is just higher powered, so we have to give less of it. And then like the girl showed you, we use this wormer to get rid of roundworms. And now we give these antibiotics. You can give them to them under the skin, or you can give them to them in their breast. We choose to give it under their skin, and you give it 3 times a day.
Oh, because I'm afraid
She's afraid I'll kill her chickens, but whatever. Anyway, so that's what we do. Our chickens are pretty low maintenance, though. We haven't had a whole lot of issues with them. A lot of times, people will feed them pumpkin, which is a natural dewormer. And so you can do that, just as a preventative to give it to them. You can also put a little bit of apple cider vinegar with the mother in their water. That helps keep their digestional tract in order and can help get all the worms and stuff flushed out. But if you get a bad case, worm them, and I believe it's a 2-week egg withdrawal. So if you have to give them wormer, I think you have to throw the eggs out for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
J-Dog, we're just south of Little Rock. Go ahead.
With that Thailand 200, we had to use it on my rooster because he got really sick and he nearly died. and giving him those antibiotics, it really helped him. And as you saw earlier, he was alive.
The most problem we probably had with chickens, especially with your light Brahmas, is mites and keeping their white feathers white.
And their feet, they get a bunch of
Like,
foot issues.
yeah.
And you have to clean their feet constantly. Like scaly foot, they'll get that a lot because their feathers will break and stuff like that off their feet.
Vaseline for scaly.
Yeah, Vaseline's a good,
Right.
cure.
Cayenne pepper.
Right
For
to
that.
Tiny Acres Homestead says, or wormer, just sprinkle it on for 30 days. On the feed for 3 days. Did you
That's
know
for
that?
the cayenne pepper.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, actually.
I mean, and some people do it, and that's with the cayenne pepper and stuff like that. Normally, we would go the pumpkin route or the cayenne pepper and stuff like that, but this one here is a stress ball when it comes to these chickens. So whenever it's just our normal chickens or the ones that we're going to cull, we just, we do what we have to do to keep them alive. But we brought all those fancy wormers and all the fancy antibiotics because she stresses out about them showbirds. So
Especially because
that's our big thing around here on what we would normally do for normal chickens as opposed to what we would do for those showbirds, because we have a lot more money tied up into them than we do just our standard birds that peck in the yard and do whatever they want. Yeah. So them showbirds we treat a little differently.
One time, one of my hens, her name's Scarlet. I thought she was egg bound, but she was constipated somehow. And so I had to bring her in for a day, and my mom wasn't here and stuff, stuck with my Gigi for a week. Not a week, it was a weekend. And, well, I soaked her in the
Epsom salt.
Yeah, Epsom salt in the laundry room to kind of loosen up the muscles and all that so she could poop. And then I put her in the bathroom in the bathtub in a dark place so she could poop and all that. I thought she was going to lay an egg. Came back later, she had poop like that big on the ground. And then she was fine. Left her in there for the rest of the night and then put her back outside and she was good.
Susie Bosch.
Do y'all use DE?
What's DE?
That's
diatomaceous
diatomaceous earth.
Used to, and we didn't like it, right?
Right. We didn't.
It didn't work as well as we wanted it to. And so we just went ahead and used lime. It was lime.
Diatomaceous earth is what people will sometimes give them for worms and mites.
Oh, to eat it?
Right. Or put it on them to kill the mites.
We did put it on them at one point, and it didn't work as well as we wanted for the mites, so we decided to use something else in order to do that. And what was it that we put on them? It was some type of liquid.
Don't give bad advice here.
I don't know what it was.
Right. What she's saying is now diatomaceous earth. That's normally something that we would put in with their dust bath just on the ground and stuff. We check pretty regularly for mites, so not a huge issue for us. But we did have one. We brought in 15 birds.
Yeah.
We went and got 15 birds, and they were eat up with mites to the point that they were anemic, and we ended up losing one or two of them.
One.
Right. Okay. So we lost one of them right off the bat. I mean, as soon as we got them here, we lost them. So in the event of an emergency for us, usually we have a poultry protector, which is a natural remedy. And we just kind of every once in a while, maybe once a month or so, we'll spray it underneath their wings and stuff. If we get a really bad case of mites to where it is actually causing them to be anemic and sick, we will put, you take the injectable ivermectin and use it topically on the birds. Do not get the pour-on and put it on them. It has to be the injectable because it is a lot milder. You'll burn them and really, really hurt them if you get the pour-on. But we take the injectable, pull it up into a syringe, and then just dot it under their wings and right over their vent. And then I'll usually put a dot right on the back of their necks, and that'll take the mites out just like that. We only do that though whenever it is serious, whenever the chickens are really down and we didn't know they had mites. We've only done it twice, and that was with the sick birds that we brought in and we didn't know were sick.
Should we talk about the nutrition on that one?
Susie
You don't have to.
Bosch says, do we really? So do we use DE? Do we really use DE?
But that's what we just talked about.
Yeah,
was
that's what we just
was
talked
the
about.
So
DE.
yes, no, because I feel like
Yes, whenever you use it, though, we just put it in their dust bath.
Yeah.
We don't use it as a, once they get mites, it's more of a preventative for us. Yeah.
And Susie Bosch, you are a good person with them dogs.
Right. Okay. Do you want to talk about whenever they get cuts and scratches and stuff, the kind of antibiotics without pain reliever?
Yeah. I have it in my room, and I can show them what we use.
Here, I got some right here.
Oh, you actually have some here.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Without pain, but pain reliever. 'Cause
So,
pain reliever makes them sick.
When our chickens get cuts on their legs, their body, or something like that, or like when a possum attacks and just cuts them and doesn't ever kill them or something, we use this, can't see it very well, triple antibiotic cream. It has no pain reliever in it because the pain reliever could kill them if it got into the bloodstream, which we found that out later. Luckily, it didn't kill one of our birds, but we use it to.
I
Goodbye.
said goodbye, but she was talking, so
But-
just leave.
Yeah, we use the triple antibiotic without the pain reliever to kind of treat cuts anywhere on the body.
Okay. And Nana says, how are your mealworms doing?
They're all beetles now. I have maybe like 5 mealworms left, and they're fixing to turn into their pupas. And I have maybe 100 pupas left, and they're all fixing to turn into beetles. But right now, I have a lot of beetles, and soon I should have more eggs laid. Is it laid or laid?
Are they laying or have they been laid?
All right, Ratcliffe Tiny Acre Homestead. They've got to go.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Because it's almost feed time for the goats.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Tell everybody bye, girls, and me and your daddy will send
Close this
everybody off.
Have a fun time. Oh, there's a box there.
All right.
So that means it's almost 4 o'clock. Green Dream is leaving.
Or,
so
no, or
it's,
he was just saying goodbye to the girls. I'm sure.
oh, well, whatever.
I say him. It could have been Jim or Jessica.
Right. The Rock and Ranch says, thank you, ladies.
You're welcome.
So they've been wanting to get in here and do this. They've been wanting to get in on some of these videos, and chickens are kind of something that they are passionate about, especially the oldest one. So we figured we would go live and let them do a whole chicken thing. Obviously, we don't let them medicate and all that on their own, but they're pretty good kids, and they are definitely learning, livestock. They have, those girls, man, Keelan has wrestled down alpacas, and they are farm girls all the way. They've wrestled alpacas. They show their goats. They show their chickens. We've got a horse, pigs.
Keelan has even tried to trap in a pig and went for a ride trying to get it on the trailer for it to go to slaughter.
The pig charged her, and she went skiing on its back, and it was great.
Oh, y'all should tell them about the time I tried to get Capri.
Yeah, the alpaca. Alpacas are average about 150 pounds, and she's just shy of 150 pounds, and she's real strong, and we were giving them their shots, and Keelan grabbed a hold of one of the wild alpacas, and she went to hold her. Whenever she did, that alpaca started bucking just like it was a dang horse. I'm talking, whoop, whoop, whoop.
Drug her
And
across the
drug her
pasture.
across the pasture. It was great. So yeah, they're pretty good kids, and like I said, they wanted to get in on this and just experience the whole live thing. So we figured, what's the worst that could happen?
Right. As long as they're not giving out bad information, then have at it.
That's the reason we kind of stood there with them.
But I'm in the dark on chickens. I don't know anybody out here yet. Anyone who's into chickens.
All they have is YouTube.
Yeah, well, here we are. We're trying to incorporate a lot of chicken videos. It's one thing that we feel fairly comfortable with giving people information on.
I think a lot can be said just for, just feeding chickens the proper feed and having them in a good, decent environment. They're pretty hardy, and we've never really had any major issues with any of our chickens. The biggest issue we have ever had from our chickens is we do end up, whenever they're chicks and we buy the hatchery birds from the chains and stuff, we end up getting some that are sick, but that's usually because they get chilled somewhere between here and there. Mm-hmm. And, we have issues like that. And then we did buy an entire flock from somewhere else and brought them here. We had to keep them.
Yeah, that was a mess.
Oh, we had to keep them.
Rescue chicken, basically.
Right. We had to keep them separated for well over 30 days. It was just a bad deal all the way around. We now, because of the girls, we do run our chickens that we have. Naira, the little scissor beak chicken that she was talking about earlier, it's the only hatchery bird we have left. We try to buy all of ours now from breeders, and we always.
And now that we have a cabinet incubator now, so now that we have that, we're in the process. I mean, we try to buy eggs now, and from
breeders,
actual breeders. I mean, we can save a little bit of money on buying eggs versus chicks, and end up with a better product, basically.
Right. I mean, not to say that your hatchery birds are not great. We have our favorites that we have ever ran from a hatchery have been the production reds. We absolutely loved the production reds. They were so sweet. Yeah. And that's the one that's the only chicken that we have that we actually have a headstone for. She's in the graveyard and she has a headstone. So
we kind of have a little pet cemetery.
Yes, we do.
2 dogs and a chicken.
2 dogs and a chicken so far.
Yeah.
I think that's where I'm going to get buried too, is up on the hill with my dogs.
There you go. Hope so.
Maybe they'll let me go there. So, but anyway,
yeah.
I guess that's it. Like I said, thank you guys for entertaining our
Central Texas salubrious farmstead. Central Texas, I guess, is that Dallas-y-ish or
Dallas-y-ish?
We just went through there a couple weeks ago.
I guess I could turn this so we could see, because we're both so old we can't really see that far away. Pet Cemetery Man.
About that book.
Yeah. Oh no, it ain't that serious. They don't come back to life. Once we put them down, we put a rock on them to hold them in just in case. We don't want that stuff coming back. Hatching my own, I won't get store chickens. I know where they come from.
Belton. Huh.
We were just in Belton.
We were just there for the Mother Earth News Fair.
Awesome. So in LaRockin Ranch, they're hatching their own too. We love hatching them. We just love watching them pop out of there. Oh, Green Dream, that ain't no lie, because we have a cemetery for the headstones
at this place.
But we saw you.
Oh, you did? I don't remember.
Huh. But we do have animals buried everywhere around here. There's only just a few that are up on the hill that get headstones. Everybody else gets buried, and we put a rock on top of them so that we know that they're there. Oh, Almost Homestead is here.
Jay or Jen, one of the two. That's good.
Talking about the pet cemetery.
Yeah, they.
That's freaky. That movie freaks me out even to this day. It's like, dang, y'all gonna give me nightmares.
Oh, hanging with a table full when we were over there hanging with them.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's both. Okay, Jay and Jen. I'm trying to look at both screens. I can't. They're both so far away. I can't.
We're getting old just a little bit, and so we're like leaning over here so we can read, because I know I can't see that far away.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we were just talking, the girls, our daughters were just here talking about their chickens, and they probably, that one, if you get her started, she will not shut up.
Yeah, I'm surprised she did, and she ran out of things to say so quick. And
y'all catch her on the next show though, and let her talk about chickens. Once she gets to know y'all, and she thinks y'all are friends, she's gonna.
Right, she get a little comfortable. That's all she wants to talk about is chickens.
Oh, in their old backyard, buried. Yeah, we've got a bunch. We buried all those chickens in our old house too. This house, there's even more.
Right.
I'm glad to know we're not the only ones that buried chickens.
Mommy?
What's wrong? Don't say it out loud if it's something wrong.
It's Joker.
What's wrong with him?
His head keeps getting stuck in his pants.
Okay, I'm gonna leave y'all to Mike. My buck is stupid. Got his head stuck in the fence again.
We got it out, but his head is bleeding.
Okay, his head's bleeding. I'm just gonna fix him up. He got his stupid head stuck in the fence this morning. He's got a scur and he ripped it off, and his head was bleeding. Now he's got his head back in the fence and he's bleeding again. So I'll see you guys. Y'all have fun with Mike.
Yes, I will try to keep up here. Josh has a lot of squirrels buried in his backyard to see.
Better than bodies.
Yeah, better than big bodies, I guess. People bodies. I hope you wouldn't say that out loud anyway.
I would.
Yes, farm life. We've got a goat stuck in the goat head stuck in the fence.
He's an idiot.
He tends to do that. We set up a new feeder for them. Is basically why he's doing it. We set up a new hay feeder, and he's just finding the one spot he wants to get in. He keeps. Let me center myself a little better. One spot he wants to get in just tends to be the worst spot. So here after this, I'll go out there and try to fix that. Make sure he doesn't get his big old dumb gourd continually stuck. So, what else we got? See, GDP and Citystead. See, we still got 8 people in here. We went over the kombucha. As something else we're going to do as soon as we get off of here is flavor our kombucha. Really excited about that because this is our first time doing a whole lot of firsts, but first time with the kombucha, and I just tasted it and it tastes perfect. So now it's time to flavor and carbonate a little bit, and we're going to be rocking and rolling on this. I cannot say if natural causes, huh? Yeah, I just saw his video as well. We almost put those videos out at the same time, it seems like. And there is most of what our goats are in is electric fence, like the video we just did. But we've got a cattle panel set up right now around a round bale because we can't find any. Nobody has hay. You can't find square bales of hay anywhere. So we have some extra round bales for the horse. So we set up a round bale with cattle panels around it, and he's getting his head stuck in the cattle panel. So I'm going to have to fix that. We're going to try and do a quick video for your Come Plant With Me claim. Yay! That would be awesome. Would love to see y'all's collaboration on Come Plant With Me. I got that idea from all the Clean With Me. And those seem to, people really like that. I guess it's the relaxing, the relaxing. I've watched a couple of them, and it's just kind of relaxing, just music and just watching. So I thought it'd be pretty cool from a homesteader's point of view to do some planting, with just relaxing. Well, thank you. That was a different video for us for sure. It didn't seem to do very well. It's like our worst, maybe in the timing, putting it out. A lot of people were dealing or concerned with the Deep South homestead thing, and I don't think we've ever put out a video on a Saturday. I don't know if those are good days to put videos out or not. It hasn't really done too well. All right, it's just no spoilers, Josh. It's just me planting, but it's relaxing. Yes, maybe it may. Would that be considered an ASMR? I don't know. I don't do weekend. Yeah, we normally don't either. This was my first try, and I'm pretty sure this is the first time I've ever put a video out on Saturday, and boy, it kind of bombed. It really didn't do very well at all. So I don't think I'll be doing that again. I'll stick to weekdays probably.
Hey.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Green Dream. That people were kind of busy with the Deep South thing, and so this may not have been a very good weekend to test out putting a video out on a weekend, but that's what we do, right? It's just a learning process. Watch videos while I'm at work. Huh? Good point. AMSR or ASMR, whatever, Jay or Jen, that is I don't know what it actually stands for, but it's supposed to, it's like, I don't know, people like breathe in a microphone, or they rub or a paintbrush across a microphone, and it's like.
It's supposed to like soothe you and stuff. Like, right. They make these things, there's like these ear things, but they have microphones built into them, and like people will do this. Or they'll get like wooden things and tap their fingernails against them. It's just supposed to soothe you and stuff. That's what it is, technically.
Yep, but pretty much. Our Saturday, yeah. Do y'all know GDP? Do y'all normally put out Saturday videos? Is this your first time too? Because actually, when I published that video, I saw that y'all had, and I didn't realize that y'all were putting out on Saturday as well. None of my videos do good. Do you have videos, La Rock and Ranch? I may not have even. I don't know so many channels. I'm discovering so many channels. So that's not. If you have videos, and you're don't feel bad that I haven't found you, because I am finding some huge channels that I didn't even know existed. I've kind of pulled out of like some Facebook groups and stuff. So I'm not really active with all the new channels, because there are a ton of new channels coming out. Anyway, I will go check you out though here in a minute. As soon as we get off here, I'm going to head to your channel and auto sensory rating response. Oh, very good. Anyway, I'm going to go to your channel and check y'all out, because I didn't realize there's a lot of people that have, like your name, Love Rock and Ranch or homesteads and stuff like that. And a lot of them don't do videos. So I get lost.
He said, "Don't be sorry."
Monday through Sunday, Saturday. Okay. Nice.
He said he's glad.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I'm really surprised. I keep stumbling across other channels that are in Arkansas. So that's pretty shocking too. I think I've said it before, especially in some videos, that we just expected to make videos, and we wanted to more or less document this journey that we're on of homesteading and starting from the ground up and everything. And so we just started making videos, and not sure if we were ever going to do anything with it. And come to find out, we have ended up meeting some very cool people. And we did not see that coming at all. And it's very cool to, like this, you know, run into on either our live chat or anybody's live stream, run into some people and get to know them, and just love that. That's the part we didn't see coming, and very, very happy that we did. Oh, you're 5 tons. Okay. Everything's making sense now. Yes. Million channels in the last couple of months. That's right. And Josh, that's kind of one of the reasons I kind of just bowed out of the Facebook groups, because there are so many. It was becoming a little overwhelming trying to keep track and all that. There's several issues. We backed out of those groups, but keeping up with the insane number of new channels that have popped up is crazy. Homesteading is I guess blowing up, you know, and more people are trying to tell their story through YouTube. Yeah, a lot of really cool people. I mean, that's so true. For a long time, like I said, I just like to create stuff. That's exactly right. I mean, I love to even if we're, you know, just planting some stuff, might as well, you know, I'm going to do it anyway. Might as well do it with a camera in my hand, and then try to turn it into some art form, or, you know, have fun with it. Hey, she moved mountains. So yeah, that's what I really enjoy about doing this as well, is turning, you know, and my love for music, and then this new creating videos and editing. That's all fun. So yeah, that like I said, I didn't expect to meet all these people. It's the end things, yeah. It's what all the cool people are doing. What's about it? Oh, isn't that the truth? Yeah, and we've upped our, I guess you could say, production, upped our filming and stuff, and now the weather's changing. I'm not on YouTube interacting with other channels as much, and I feel bad about that, because there's a lot of them that I try to keep up with, and then I miss out, and then, you know, it is what it is. Farm first, YouTube second. It just has to be that way. Hopping on late. Hello, Grandma. So happy. Homestead. Yeah, all the cool kids are on YouTube now. That's right. If you're asking if we went to the gathering, no, we did not. We ran behind because we did when we went to Texas to the Mother Earth News thing. That was our vacation, or our little YouTube getaway, or whatever you want to call it, for a while. So we had to skip this one. Now we're going to try and make the one that's roots and refuge,
Right.
And
VW Family Farm.
And VW, and that's in like a month, and then there's the one in May on Baker Creek. So I mean, boom, boom, boom. You know, a month. Every month there seems like there's a gathering. We just weren't able to make it to the Deep South one. That one just wasn't happening for us.
Hey, well, the good news is I just checked the mail, and this was on our mailbox. So on March 16th, y'all let us know what all you want us to watch of y'all's, because we can run a playlist all day, because we're not leaving our house on the 16th. This is a letter. Apparently there's bad pipes under the main road, and that's the only way we can leave our house. And the road's going to be shut down all of March 16th. Gosh. So we can't leave our house.
How can they do that for emergencies and stuff?
Well, I don't know.
Surely they got, I don't know. Anyway, gathering yesterday. Don't feel bad. I'll be ignoring everyone soon when we get some sun. That's, yeah, I feel you there. Hope all who went yesterday. It looked like everybody had fun. let's see, the Stivers and Karen were in here earlier, and they said there was about 200 people there, and they had a blast.
And then we saw on the live stream that Roots and Refuge was there, VW Family Farm was there, Two Family Homestead was there, the Pratts were there. I mean, so a lot of YouTubers were there.
Right.
And yes, Almost Homestead, we're going to be on lockdown. I can't go to the grocery store or nothing.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
going to have to sit here and watch YouTube, I guess. Or maybe the goats will have babies that day.
That would be convenient, wouldn't it?
That'd be great.
Maybe it was fate.
Maybe the highway department knows our goats are due that day and they want to keep me here.
Right. They might. Never can tell. But yeah, we're looking forward to trying to meet up with some other people if we can get to these other get-togethers. And like I said, we keep getting asked if we're going to the shindig, and it's up and down. The issue is that it's an hour away from us. I mean, it's so close, and we're having some scheduling conflicts that may interfere, and so we keep getting asked, and we can't give a definite answer, but we're still going to try and make it.
Yeah.
The Hootenanny's in Michigan, isn't it?
It's at the Pratts.
You're right.
Yeah.
So probably not. That's quite the drive for us.
And no, the city said just because I want them to have them on the 16th, that means they're going to go one day while I'm at work, and I'm going to miss the whole thing. And Mike's not going to be paying attention because he better be working on my chicken coop. And nothing's going to happen that day. It's going to happen on a day where nobody's paying them any attention.
No, probably.
That's the story of my life.
GDP, yes, there were a lot of live streams over that's one of those. Yeah, you probably
We saw like 3 of them, didn't we?
Yeah, there was. We had
That's
some
about it.
nasty weather.
20 hours. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. That's probably a long way away. 20 hours out of Arizona. Y'all don't really have much out y'all's way, do you, Green Dream? I don't think you guys, or really Almost Homestead in those areas.
I don't think there's
It
anything
seems
in
like
that area.
almost everything happens. It's like there's a line
No, that's
right
what
up
Jay's
through the
saying.
central United States, and they all just go up to the coast because, like, Justin's is in North Carolina, and he done that big hog butchering thing, and then
Right.
you got Mississippi,
And we'd love to be able to make it to the HOA, but that's in Virginia, and that's quite a long for a little bit. But and we could do the Texas thing. That was probably about the extent of how far we can go. First of all, we have another scheduling issue with the HOA because that's show season for the animals. Plus, it's really far, and we have animals and everything to get taken care of. And the only real person that we can get is my mom out here to handle that, and she can do that just fine. It's just that don't want to ask too much from her, and anyway, long story short, we try to keep any kind of trip short, and my parents live fairly close to the Baker Creek thing, so we may be able to make that as well.
right? But they're like 3.5 hours from us, so it's a haul for them to come down here and stay with our yearlings and watch our livestock and
Right.
all that. And it gets really, really tough whenever in the spring, whenever babies are being born around here. So Green Dream and Almost Homestead are going to start their own.
I don't blame
shindig.
them. I don't blame them. I mean, it seems
I might
like,
come to that. I would make an exception to come and see you guys.
yeah, I don't think there's anything even. Y'all have nothing over there, so I wouldn't blame you. Y'all ought to have just a big. I mean, Green Dream. Y'all sitting out in the middle of the desert. I mean, you have plenty of parking space.
That's right.
You have plenty of parking space. You just just throw out some tents and live music and the whole 9 yards, and y'all can host something huge.
We got a 10-man tent. We can come and we can sleep in a tent, and I can use your toilet that dumps into the straw bed.
There you go.
I'm down. I'm coming to that. Y'all just let us know when it is, and we'll drive out there and burning homestead.
The burning homestead. There you go.
I like it. I like
Make it a wild event.
I like the city said they're gonna go too.
Yeah.
We're all gonna go and just do whatever it is homesteaders do whenever they're out in the
That's
desert.
right. What happens at Burning Homestead stays at Burning Homestead.
That's right.
Burning Dream Festival. There you go.
There you have it.
I think we're on to something here.
I do too. Wait, if we bring a tent, somebody else can. I'm bringing a tent, a percolator, and some coffee, and that's all I need, and I'll be there. Maybe some bologna for a sandwich every once in a while.
There you go. I'm good with that.
I'm good too. So y'all just schedule it. What's the weather like in Arizona? Ooh, probably not in the summertime. Maybe in the fall. We'll be there.
Of course, they just got snow too, so I don't. Y'all are in kind of a higher elevation, aren't you? You're not like because Old Camp Ranch is.
North. He said
he's
north.
yeah, and he's in a high elevation and just huge amount of snow, but he's still in Arizona, I think. So
I think Arizona's a lot like Utah.
it just depends
Just
on
drastic
right.
differences in the layout. So we'll just put that on our calendar to show up at Green Dream's house one day.
I'm good with that. As long, I was going to say as long as they're good with it, but I mean,
Apparently, we're making plans for
Yeah.
them because everybody's in on it right now.
hope y'all got plenty of room. Let's book at the Crocker Homestead to play music there. All right.
Well, Mike plays. Jay plays.
Mm-hmm.
Does Jim play too? Are y'all all musicians?
Jim is very good at the air guitar. I saw him on his video with the air guitar. He's very skilled at that. I don't know.
October. Rockin' Ranch. They play drums.
4,300 feet over here. Okay.
So we've got the drums. We've got a guitarist. He can do the guitar and singing. Jay sings and plays all the instruments, I guess.
Yeah, Homestead Jam Band.
Right.
That's right. That's what I'm talking
I
about.
can't do anything, so I'm just gonna get me a chair and I guess drink and watch. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Hmm.
Homestead Jam Band. I'm down.
That'll work.
I'm not good with all of October though. That's show season. Can we go to the first part of November? That'd be great. Jesse on the I ain't sure I can play the triangle. Maybe the spoons. I think I can play the spoons. Maybe. Maybe this is more of a spoon I can play instead of the musical spoon. Not a triangle. Ring, ring. I don't even know. Could be a mess.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, if any of you are, we better get off. We are way over what I thought we were. I'm just having a good time here. If any of you are going to do that plant with me, just let me know and I'll set up a playlist and we'll just have we'll start our own thing. How about that? So we'll start our own little trend or whatever you want to call it.
We're starting a trend. We're starting a band. We're starting a new homesteading conference on the West Coast. Man, we're rocking this live stream. We've got it all figured out.
Yeah.
A band, a meetup, and everything else.
No.
And I'm gonna play a musical instrument. Y'all better just let me do. Well, I can't sing either. Not much of a backup dancer either. Maybe I'll just cook.
There you go.
I'll
Just
be the
cook.
camp cook and coffee maker. How about that? I'm good at those.
I'm good with that.
Cooking and coffee. Got y'all covered. Y'all are never going to run out of food and coffee.
Okay. Oh, rain stick. There you go. You can't screw that up. Just.
I have one.
It's mine though.
Girl, it's mine. I bought it. But yeah, I can play the rain stick. I think I got it. Found it.
Well, we're going to end this. We still have to flavor our kombucha, and we have a video to do this evening as well. We're trying to get before she goes back to work tomorrow.
That's correct.
So, it's 4:30 already.
I got
So we
cook
are,
tonight,
we
too.
are going to get off of here, y'all. I greatly appreciate it. I totally lost track of time. Hope I didn't tie anybody up and now you're late for something because you were so entranced with our awesomeness. Anyway,
Or you
yeah,
kombucha?
kombucha.
I don't know what it is. It was tasty.
I need to start. I'll put it on Instagram as when we put a picture up. It'll be our kombucha, and then I'll put kombucha and hashtag the city stead. How about that? Anyway, we are going to get off of here, y'all. We really appreciate y'all stopping by and chatting with us and giving the girls an opportunity to share their chicken knowledge with you and everything. And I don't know if we're going to make this regular. So far, our timing has been great that we have been able to put it out on Sundays at 2 or 3. But we're going to play this by ear for now. And until the next time, we're going to get off of here. We appreciate y'all.